What if a new sense suddenly appeared? Not the ability to read all minds or hear the ocean sing, but something far more focused, more cruel. Imagine you wake up and you can only hear one thing in the entire animal kingdom, the thoughts of your primary predator. For some, it's the calculated hunger of a bear in the woods. For a scuba diver, the smooth, rhythmic intent of a shark. But the fundamental rule is this: the world didn't get clearer, it just got infinitely more terrifying. The global shift wasn't clarity, it was the birth of constant, pure, distilled dread. The initial reports focused on wildlife, campers abandoning their tents, livestock mysteriously disappearing, and hikers paralyzed by an internal monologue that wasn't their own. A cold, focused thought of the stalk, the bite, the feast. You quickly learn to fear the silence, because the moment the noise returns, it's not a friend. Think about your average neighborhood. The playful bark of the family dog gone. Instead, you hear the skittering, low-level drone of millions of tiny, hungry minds below the pavement. The focused, patient waiting of the large owl hidden in the oak tree. The simple act of walking to your car becomes a test of paranoia, constantly scanning the bushes, knowing exactly when the predator decides you're worth the effort. Survival became less about strength and more about predicting that sickening mental shift toward attack. But the true, fundamental horror was realizing that for a significant part of the population, the primary predator wasn't a wolf or a lion, it was us. Imagine standing in a crowded marketplace, surrounded by hundreds of people. You don't hear their shopping lists or their pleasant small talk. You hear the deep, chilling undercurrent of human malice, the flicker of focused anger, the calculated intent of a petty thief, or the cold, indifferent planning of someone who would harm you for their own survival. Trust evaporated instantly. You couldn't look a stranger in the eye without hearing the dark intentions behind the smile. Society didn't collapse because of a bear attack, it collapsed because we were forced to hear how often we are viewed as prey by our own species. Cities became unbearable, a constant, deafening roar of potential violence. People fled. They sought the one thing that brought peace. Silence. Isolation became the ultimate commodity. If you heard nothing, you were truly alone, truly safe from the minds that stalked you. But that safety was fleeting. Fleeing the human crowds meant entering the wild, trading the calculated human malice for the relentless, instinctual hunger of the beasts. Survival became a chilling calculation. How far must I go to escape the human noise before the whisper of the four-legged predator replaces it? The new silence is not calming. It's a terrifying void. It means you are utterly alone. And the moment a sound pierces it, that cold, focused thought of the hunt, you are found. We learned to hate our new sense. It offered no comfort, no insight, only the constant, sickening confirmation that somewhere, something was hunting you, in a world where every thought you hear is a threat, a promise of pain. How long would it take before you became the quietest predator of all? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you want more spine-tingling what-if scenarios, hit that like button and subscribe.